This is my attempt of stopping my tyres from ballooning, making my own makeshift belted tyre in effect. I'm using braided fishing line, tyre glue, sharp knife, little spike, and here we go, and a marker pen. I use the marker pen to put 4 dots around the 4 corners of the tyre so that I can spread out the knots to stop it becoming unbalanced. So what I do is get my braided fishing line, start at one of the dots, leave myself plenty of end for tying, and just work my way around the treads. Try not to ride on the knobbles itself. I'm going around twice for strength. Again, leave myself plenty of tying end. And at the location of the knot, put 2 twists. In the thread, pull it down tight, again making sure I'm in the groove of the tyre. And then with my spike, just make sure I'm not riding on any of the tyre knobbles, the treads. So that I do this so that it doesn't go slack afterwards. It's a bit more tricky on these outside ones because the pattern is a lot more wavy. A bit better on the inside ones. And just take up that slack again if there's any. Then I put a tiny drop of glue just to hold the twist in place. Let it dry for a few seconds. And then I put 2 knots on top of that. Hope you can see. As you can see, it's at the location of the dots that I put on the sides. And after the 2 knots, I use my spike And just go back a little bit, lift up the fishing line, thread it through, which can be a bit tricky. Go back a bit further because there's a bit of glue there stopping it going through. There we go. Once we're through, just going back through itself to make what I call a sliding knot. That's that side, and then same on the other side. Again, just lift up the twine a little bit. And again, through itself to create a sliding knot. And then I put another 2 knots on top of that, just like shoelace knots really. Nice and tight. Cut the surplus ends off. And I just make sure the knot is nice and tight down to the tyre. Put another drop of glue on there. And then I just go around again and make sure that the thread hasn't ridden on any of the treads. And then I just put dobs of glue all the way around, just to help the thread stick to the tyre. And I find what this does is the glue will travel across the thread. I don't know if you can see that. Sometimes I give it a bit of a help with my spike, just to spread that glue around. And you just keep going until I've done the tyre surface of the tyre. Bit of a fiddly job, but it works. It does look a little bit unsightly, but once you get your tyres used, I'm sure that will look slightly different anyway. By the time you get some dirt in there and no longer looking new. And back at the knot. There we have one part of 4 that I'll be putting on this tyre, like I have done already on this one. And the reason why I put the 4 dots, as you'll see, 1 knot there, and on the opposite side another knot there, and then these sides another knot there, and the opposite another knot there, to hopefully keep the balance a bit more in check.